Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About House. I'm Todd.
I'm Juana.
Okay, we are going to talk about home prices in Las Vegas because
Mm-hmm.
they have hit an all-time high.
Woohoo!
First of all, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you've been watching our videos, we apologize for the last 2 weeks because we were not in town
Nope.
to do videos, so we didn't do a video. Juana, where were we the last 2 weeks? And then we'll go on to the data.
So I have never been to South America before,
Okay?
but we went and visited 2 countries in South America. Are we going to tell them now or later?
Yeah, tell them.
Okay. So the first country that we visited was Ecuador. We went to the Galapagos and we swam with sea turtles, sea lions, aquatic iguanas, and
Penguins.
tropical fish, sharks, and
Everything.
Stingrays,
Stingrays, octopus.
Stingrays, and octopus.
It was amazing.
It was glorious.
Where did we go after that?
And after that, from sea level to on high, we went to Machu Picchu.
Hiked around a couple days,
Yes.
top of a mountain we hiked up. It was epic. All right, now that we got that out of the way,
Okay.
we did take the blogging gear. We did not shoot any videos there because we were just wrecked every day. It was super busy. Okay, we're going to start off just by showing the chart right here.
Okay.
This is median sales price. Now the chart looks very drastic because it starts at 450 instead of 0. It goes up to 490. But basically, the median sales price in Las Vegas, this is for the whole metro area, by the way. It includes Henderson, North Las Vegas. It's up 40,000 for the year. It's just under 10%. 490,000, we're almost at $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put this in perspective. In 2009, the median sale price in San Diego was $310,000. So we're more than San Diego was. Juana, what is the trend? What's going on here? Well, I mean, interest rates have been, for the last 2.5 years, almost 3 years, have been 6% or higher.
Right. So people have gotten used to interest rates. I don't think interest rates are anything to write home about anymore. I think people are hoping that they'll come down, but they're kind of past all that and they're just getting on with their lives. A lot of what's going on is limited inventory, even though inventory is going up. Limited inventory means that we have more demand than we have supply, so that's part of the reason why prices are going up. The other reason prices are going up is, of course, inflation. Everything's more expensive, and sellers are pricing homes at aspirational prices, and some of the time they're getting those aspirational prices.
You can see the trend from January of last year to July, where it went from 450 to 47. Then, of course, this happens every year. Home prices drop going into the fall. This is not a housing crash. That's just the normal cycle. This graph illustrates that very clearly. But you can see the trajectory we're on basically over the next 5 months. It's going to be very fun to do these videos. Home prices just sort of going up. This is one that shocked me, Wanda. Mm-hmm. Under contract. Now, if you look to the left side, you'll see it peaks March, April, May, right? Now, this is also for the whole metro area. And then it drops. And then it went from 2,100 in December to 2,600 under contract in January. That's a huge jump. What does that potentially mean for the spring? Because it could be, what's going on that caused all this?
So there's a lot of buyer interest out there. Inventory is going up, which means more houses are coming on the market, which is a good thing. But buyers are also coming into the market to meet that inventory, and there are more buyers than there are homes still at this point. We're seeing an increase in foot traffic at open houses. We're seeing increased number of calls. We're seeing a lot of increased buyer inventory. Part of that is because it's the time of the year, right? This is when buyers start getting ready for the spring and they're looking for homes. And we're past the holidays, we're past a lot of things, and people are just ready to move on with their lives and start the year fresh in a new home.
Here's what's going on in the luxury submarket. Now, remember, this is just the top quarter to top eighth of the market. Mm-hmm. Same thing, we had median sale prices kind of hanging around 2 million, and then boom, 2.6 million is the median sales price last month. What anecdotally, because you're the broker for a luxury firm, mm-hmm. What are you seeing? Like, what's the anecdotal stuff you're seeing that hasn't like turned into a number yet?
I'm seeing a lot of super high-end homes come on the market, but they're not coming on the public market.
So they're not in the MLS.
No, they're
How
not.
does that work?
They're not in the MLS. They will never be in the MLS.
Why is that, first of all?
Because you get to a price point where people value their privacy.
Okay.
And they also understand that the MLS is not the place to sell these types of homes, right? Because the MLS is for everybody, right?
Yeah, it's for random person wants to buy a house.
Right.
Need help. Agent helps them. They use the MLS to search.
Right. So if you have a $25 million home, the MLS is really not the place for you. What the place for you is maybe a very select number of buyers. And where do those buyers come from? Well, they're probably not coming from the MLS. They're not coming from Zillow, right? They're coming from other places where there's a lot of networking involved. There's a lot of just relationship building and that sort of thing, as far as how you find out about these homes that are available for sale, but they're not available publicly.
Yeah, okay. We're going to jump into this next slide. This is pretty cool. So, by the way, we didn't make this data. This was the Association of Realtors data. So what this does is this breaks the city, the whole metro area up into 9 distinct areas. Mm-hmm. And then it's just as Greater Las Vegas. The median for Greater Las Vegas is 490,000. That's the number you saw on the chart. There's 4 areas that are lower priced that you could probably guess if I didn't tell you like the areas. They generally tend to be east, northeast, and then central, right? They're older and smaller houses. That's really the main reason, right? Yeah, houses built in the 60s, 1,200 square foot, 3-bedroom houses that are, right?
Right. So primarily it's because of the age of the homes. Now, please don't confuse age with quality. Okay. So for example, we have lots of older neighborhoods where the quality is absolutely exquisite.
Yeah.
And these are multi-million-dollar homes. But the homes that Todd is discussing are really smaller homes, cookie-cutter homes that were always meant to be entry-level homes.
The home I grew up in Las Vegas was a 1,400 square foot 4-bedroom house. Mm-hmm. And it was basically tract housing. There wasn't a ton of super rich people here. It was mainly workers. Mm-hmm. There were, some entertainers lived here and some other people lived here. But the city was mostly the workers. My parents both worked in the casinos. So those kind of houses. So now we look at these other areas. So south and southwest, Henderson West, which is the nice part of Henderson. Henderson East is the older part of Henderson, smaller homes. Northwest, and then Summerlin, north and south are but some of that's misleading too. Okay, we do have newer homes in Summerlin because it's relatively. Summerlin didn't really exist till like 1990, right? It was just desert, but they do build bigger homes there. Mm-hmm. So some of this too is the mix of types of homes. The same house, if you moved it, is not going to be half as much just because it's in a downtown area. Because Rancho Circle is considered downtown or core, and there are multi-million-dollar homes there.
Right, and those are older homes, like I was saying. Yeah,
Scotch 80s, McNeil Estates. There's parts of the Las Vegas Country Club. There's parts of the town that are little pockets that are these beautiful homes that people live. This gives you kind of an idea of what home prices are in this area. Now, you see this, Juana, in every city. For example, if you went to San Diego, you would have different prices in Chula Vista versus La Jolla, Coronado, El Cajon, downtown, Linda Vista, like at National City, right? It's just basically the same thing. Older homes, smaller homes, and then views, sitting on a cliff over the ocean.
Right. But even within that, you do have pockets. So for example, you were talking about East Henderson. So you're right, East Henderson is older and there are smaller homes, but in East Henderson, there are also a lot of other developments that have bigger homes, that maybe have luxury homes. For example, Lake Las Vegas is East Henderson, and that certainly has luxury homes in it. So even within that there are different mixes.
What's your forecast for the next 3 months regarding how hot it's going to be for seller versus a buyer, anecdotally based on what you're seeing because, you're seeing like contracts come across your desk for, and if there's multiple offers and things like that. So what are you seeing? Remember, it's only February, and the sales date is actually like over a month old because it's closings in January, which actually took place. The contract was written in December. So we're a little behind the numbers, but we can sort of see ahead what's getting ready to happen.
Well, so even beyond that, what I'm seeing is the listings that are coming in.
Okay.
So the listings that are coming in are just over the top. They are some of the biggest listings I've seen. And that while we have these exquisite listings all the time, we really have so much more coming in at once than we normally do. And I think to your point, it's because it's the beginning of the year. We're past the holidays, we're past a lot of things, and people are just ready to do things. So we're seeing all these really exquisite properties come on the market, and the demand for them is there. I mean, it is absolutely a red hot market in the luxury market, and I think that's really interesting. Now, I do want to point out that homes are staying on the market longer, but they're staying on the market longer for the ones that have other challenges.
Okay. Overpriced or
generally that aspirational price has not found a buyer that sees the same value in the property that the seller sees. Okay, but overall, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of buyer interest, and again, I'm seeing these absolutely exquisite, top-notch, top of the market priced homes that are coming on the market, and the interest in them is phenomenal.
In-N-Out Burger just announced they're moving their corporate headquarters from Orange County, which they've literally been in California forever, to Nashville. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, it's a company, but they're leaving. They're leaving. Their headquarters is going somewhere else. Do you see that, like the exit, not really the exodus, but people migrating, let's call it, from California here, especially wealthier people, driving up home prices, or because we can't build enough homes for all the people that want to come here. That's one of the problems, right?
Okay, well, that's been going on for the past 60 years.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure that that's a big thing.
But the California onslaught's are relatively like a post-COVID thing.
Well, Californians have been coming here for a long time and pricing out Nevadans for a long time. I mean,
Right.
I've grown up here. I've been here for over 40 years. And it's always been the Californians coming in and pricing us out. So whether you're in southern Nevada or northern Nevada, it's always been the same story.
Right.
But yeah, I do see that the market's heating up. I do see a lot of homes coming on the market. I do see a lot more choices for buyers. I do see things being competitive for buyers. And I think it's going to be a good year. I think it's going to be a good year for the number of transactions happening. I think it's going to be a good year for everybody to just move forward with their lives, because a lot of people have put their lives on hold for too long at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
all right.
So hopefully you enjoyed the video. We hope you got something out of it. Please leave us your real estate related comments. Please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, share the video, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye.